So guys, slightly different video today because I got my hands on an iPhone 14 Pro Max and I thought I'll unbox it with you guys. We're going to take a look into the box, what's actually in there. And then we're going to compare it to, I have also an iPhone 11 Pro and an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So we're going to compare the size, the thickness and all that. I don't have any newer models besides the iPhone 11, but I think for the sake of this video, it will do. So let's take a look at this box. It's beautiful, but it is notably thinner than the ones in the past, right? You always got these slightly thicker boxes because I guess they had to hold the charger. I don't think they have the charger still in the box. So we're going to take a look. On the back, you get a little bit of a blurb, but also it says the model up here, and it's got this little stripe that you have to peel back, a little bit like a seal almost. So if you want to check, whether your phone is authentic or real, then I guess that's what you should be looking for. The front, it's already got the smudges here, right? Not much on the sides, as it is, tradition with Apple. It's rather simple packaging. So let's get right into it. Let me try to peel this back. So there we go. That's one done. And we're removing the other one on the bottom. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Because with the Apple packages, you just let it go and it slides open. Look at that. Oh, that was a bit rude. Usually it's like, it takes a second for the phone to kind of fall out. But there you go. You've got the indentation for the camera module up there. And there it is in its full glory. The iPhone 14 Pro Max. Look, the screen is covered with this piece of paper, almost like a sticker. And they have little icons here for the buttons. Another indicator, if you're not sure you bought like a real one or a fake one. I guess having this will give you confirmation over that. Then down here, the charging port, obviously still the old one. Let's remove it. Here we go. Are you ready for this, guys? Okay. I went a bit far there, I feel. Okay. If I switch it on, let's see what happens. Does it come on? Usually they do have battery, right? Okay. It does come right on. Obviously, it has the 90-degree angled sides, and when compared to the iPhone 11 Pro, let's just check the sizes. If we put that back to back, it's almost the same, I would say. Can you see that? Almost the same. Screen size-wise, also almost the same. I think the 14 Pro is ever so slightly bigger, but we'll get to the comparison in a second. Let's leave this off for now. Let's take a look what else is in the box. So we've got the charging cable, right? From, what is it? USB-C to Thunderbolt. Oh God, you guys are going to shred me to pieces if that's wrong down in the comments, but there you go. So we get the charging cable with it and no charging brick, right? They removed that from the box. Hence the box is not very tall anymore. Let me see if I stretch this all the way. You can't see this. It's not very long. That's not even a meter. Like from here to there, I don't know. I can't measure it right now, but I'm guessing 60 centimeters, something like that. Yeah, they're saving where they can, right? Apple is in a bad place financially, so they got to save on every inch on these cables. I'm being sarcastic, obviously. And then all you get besides that is, the little pin to open the little tray for your SIM card. I'm surprised they didn't save on that yet, right? Because you can just use a needle or something. You got to save the environment. You know how Apple is. And then all kinds of written up blurbs in various languages telling you what you should do before you use your iPhone. And you get the sticker. That's still in there. And that's basically it. There's nothing else in the box. So it's a little bit disappointing, I feel, right? Like not even the charging brick. And we know that Apple is using that excuse, saying it's to save the environment. But let's look at the phone itself. It feels good. It feels quite heavy. Again, comparing it to the 11 Pro Max. Yeah, that is ever so slightly lighter. This feels ever so slightly heavier. And obviously you got the, what do they call it? The dynamic island up there. I hope that's the right term. But it feels good. It feels good in your hand. But again, like this is not my phone. I'm not going to use this. But even for my fairly big man hands, this is a big phone. Like if you hold it like that and you want to reach, like it's, God, it just invites you to drop it, right? With doing these kinds of gestures. I don't know. That's why I'm always going for the simple Pro models and not for the Pro Max models. But hey, there you go. Let's take a look at the camera module on the back. Compare that to the camera module on the 11 Pro Max. And check this out. Holy macaroni. That has, I don't want to say doubled in size, but that has significantly increased in size. I believe this is the space gray, the standard gray version, and that one was this green shade that they introduced with the 11 Pro Max. So it's a slight difference in color, but again, it's very subtle. But that camera module is just gigantic. Look at it from the side, right? Now, let me turn this around. Look at it. Look how much it protrudes when compared to this camera module. That is crazy. That's a crazy difference. Do you see that? Like that comes out so much on the left side, like on this model. Over here, it's still fairly subtle. I remember when this phone came out, I was like, God, that's a huge camera model. Well, Apple begs to differ. They have increased the size significantly. So that's what that is. It looks good. It looks smooth. It feels good. It feels very high quality. Let's take a look at the sides as well. And nothing has changed there really. I still want to run it by you guys. So over here, you got your SIM tray, as you always do. You got the silence button up here, volume buttons right underneath, and then on top, you get nothing. And on the other side, you get your on and off button and the old Thunderbolt charging port on the bottom with the speakers left and right. So nothing really changed there from the previous models. That's basically what it is, guys. I just thought some of you may wonder what is in the box and want to get an idea how the box looks and maybe want to check whether your phone is the real one. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, then smash the like button. We didn't really compare it now to the iPhone 11 Pro, right? We can do that real quick. Maybe you can get an idea of the size difference, right? Look at that. It is significantly bigger. It's quite a step up in terms of size. So I guess if you need the bigger phone, then that's the way to go. But I think personally, I will stay with the Pro model. So guys, I appreciate the time of you watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. I'm just going to put all these different phones next to each other to give you guys a final look. If it did help you, then please smash the like button, subscribe for more. I usually don't do reviews and all that, but every so often I do one like that one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Bye.